So I just came back from Cambodia. I wore this shirt to stay camouflaged from the heat. Also, it's a lot easier to spot a red flag when they're wearing red. So yeah, my name's Jeremy. When leaving the country, when leaving Vietnam, take my advice, don't. Because I get to the border, the guy says it's $10 for the test. I didn't study for a test. I didn't even know there was a test, and I don't look like I have $10, so I don't know. It's a PCR test. And my experience with letter tests, they're very difficult. Like SATs, you got, maybe not, never mind. TESOLs, I see you guys. How else would we be noticed in Asia if we weren't English teachers, right? I mean, letter tests are difficult. I recently took the LGBTQ test, and that was a pain in the ass. The doctor said, you're just gonna feel a little prick. So, in Cambodia, I went to have weed pizza, and it's not a good idea to have smoked weed before you went to weed pizza. The waiter says we have level 1, we have level 3, and we have level 5. Like, I'm already on level 1, guys. Like, he recommended level 3, but it seemed odd because he couldn't count to 5. I mean, 1, 3, 5. It kind of sounds like he's getting high on his own pizza pie, you know? Like, that guy. Like, a few minutes go by and I'm feeling this pizza, and 10 minutes go by and the pizza arrived at my table. I'm so stoned, I use my weed papers for napkins. And, like, check please. He comes over, he's like, you paid your bill 3 days ago. What the fuck are you doing in my house? Like, go away. And so I get back to my hotel and I wanted to smoke weed, and I have no papers, but I remember Snoop Dogg. You guys know Snoop Dogg, right? I mean, not personally, but I mean, you guys know of Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg smoked weed in the Bible paper, so I was like, holy smokes, great idea, Snoop Dogg. I go over to the nightstand, no Bible. We're in Asia, guys. We're all heathens here. So, cool. I can smoke weed with Snoop Dogg when I get to hell. Silly me. All dogs go to heaven. No Snoop Dogg. Yeah. So, segue. Like, they say history repeats itself. History repeats itself. History repeats itself. And I met my dad when I was 12 for a DNA test. That's the, 4th letter test if you guys are keeping count. And my mom says, you're going to meet a big prick. And my dad came early. He came quick because he lived nearby. And I tell you about my dad because, like, I recently was told that I might be a dad, a deadbeat dad, but, a dad still. And the baby's name's Brian, and Brian sounds like a name you would give to, like, another man's child. When I talk to baby Brian's mother, it feels like he's part of a group science experiment from 6th grade where I did very little effort, and I still got an A. Yeah, so baby Brian he's mine, maybe possibly my kid, I don't really know. But, like, I forgot what I was gonna say. This is really embarrassing. Write that down, we ain't shit. So, like, baby Brian, yeah, he feels like a science experiment. But, like, why didn't she name him Jeremy, or Jeremy 2, or Jeremy also? The name Jeremy throughout history was given to people with big brains and or big penises. And it's very clear that baby Brian got the brains, and I'm just a dick. So, yeah, like, we're gonna take a test soon, and I'm gonna study for this test. You're probably thinking now, his story is repeating itself. And in my family, DNA tests are like a family tradition. There's me, there's my brother, there's my little cousin Jeremy. So, like, we believe that the theory of relativity is just trying to explain your family tree, and maybe you don't get the gravity of that joke, but I'm gonna end it here, guys. I'm gonna end it. We say history repeats itself because it's a lot easier than saying we fucked up. Thanks, guys. My name's Jeremy.